A very good evening to everybody on this call today. My name is Muiwa and I'll be your host for today's session. So in today's session, we're going to look at analyzing revenue, using Power BI. So I'll walk us through what to expect in today's session. So one of the things to expect in today's session is the crash course itself. Then we'll also give you some bonuses, which is actually pathway to a job-ready career, strategies to secure those jobs. Strategies to secure those jobs and the special discount offer for today's session. So just stay put and you're going to enjoy the session, right? Okay. All right. Good evening, Favor. Thank you. So before we go into the next part of our presentation, I would like us to please introduce ourselves and tell us where we're streaming from. So for those that are already online, could you please tell us your name and tell us your location? Favor already said good evening, everyone. So can you please tell us where you're joining us from? We would like to know.
Good evening. My name is Rebecca. I live in Huddersfield, United Kingdom.
All right, thank you. Okay, can we get every other person? Okay, yeah, we have Abel from Benin, Nigeria. We have Favor from Benin, Nigeria as well. We have Frank Journey from Benin. Wow, we have a lot of people from Benin today. That's cool. That's really, really cool. All right. Okay, anyways, like I said, my name is Muiwa also. So I'm currently in Birmingham, United Kingdom. Well, yeah, hello, Jimo. It's nice to have you on this call today. All right, so let's just go straight to the point. We don't like to waste time here. We just delve into what we are here to do today. All right. Okay, so we talked about the what to expect the crash course, pathway to job-ready career strategy. It's not already. You can mix of this. All right. Yes. All right. So apologies for that. So who exactly are we? We are Optitude Limited. We are a tech upskilling and talent as a service company. So what we do basically is to help individuals unlock global doors to global careers by upskilling them with in-demand job skill, job-ready skill, getting you ready for work, and at the same time linking you with our partner companies that need that talent, basically tech talent. So our vision is to facilitate a future where Africans and those of African descent thrive and drive global digital economy. And our mission is to empower at least 100,000 talents with future-ready tech skills and also connect them to global opportunities by 2030. Now, our offering, we have training courses that cut across data analytics, business analytics, data engineer, and data science. So apart from this, we also have service offerings as well. So one of the services we offer, like I said, is to also offer services to companies that need the tech talent. So we match the companies with the talent. We match the talent with those companies as well. Now, meeting our instructor. So Miwa is a strategic business and data analyst with close to a decade experience delivering data-driven transformation across education, consulting, tech, and even the healthcare sector. All right. So it's known for its ability to translate complex business need into actionable data insights, unlocking operational efficiency, guiding intelligent decision-making, and he has led cross-functional agile teams, built enterprise dashboard, even also incorporated businesses for people, for stakeholders as well. He's a trusted partner to C-suite executive and global stakeholders. So Miwa actually has a blends data storytelling with business acumen to drive change. All right. Now, what exactly is Power BI? Because today we're going to analyze data using Power BI, right? So what exactly is Power BI? So Power BI is a business intelligence and data visualization tool that was developed by Microsoft. It has there's free access, so you could easily use it, especially the Power BI desktop version. You could download it for free and use it to do your analysis, your visualization, and the likes. Now, with Power BI, organizations can create real-time dashboard reports, support fast data-driven decision making. You could also integrate live data sources from different sources, either from Excel, SQL Server, from a cloud-based server. You could do all of that. You could also use Power BI to automate tasks as well, automate task reporting workflow, reducing manual effort and all that. All right, you could also leverage AI in Power BI as well, to use AI for analytics, also on your Power BI platform. Now, for today, we have our project objective. The company we're working with is called Evolve Technologies Incorporated. They are a US-based IT gadget retailer operating across multiple states. They offer a wide range of products, tech products precisely, smartphones, tablets, wearables, and accessories. Now, over the past 4 years, the retailers have served a diverse customer base with varying purchase pattern, product preferences, and regional buying behavior. So while this business enjoys solid brand presence and customer retention, it lacks clear visibility into the revenue performance. So what I want to understand is, how are we doing in terms of our revenue, right? Across their different markets. So when we say across markets, we're talking about across different locations, right? More like we have, okay, since we have a lot of Nigerians on call today, let me use an example that's relatable to Nigeria. I know we have the popular ShopRite. So ShopRite is in different locations. So they want to understand their revenue performance across those locations. So Lagos is a market for ShopRite. Abuja is another market. Port Harcourt is another market. So that's what we meant by across market, demography, and sales channel. So now this has limited its ability to make data-informed decisions regarding their pricing, inventory, marketing, and customer engagement. So the reason why they need to understand their revenue insight is so that they can make good decisions regarding their pricing, regarding the revenue, that is right, inventory management. They want to understand, when should we order for more product? Do we have enough product to sell and all that? Okay. Now, what's the aim of, please don't mind me for just breezing through this, because I want us to get straight to the board immediately. Okay, sorry, let me check. It seems something, yeah, let's admit that person. Okay. All right, now the aim of the project is what we want to see now. Now, the project aims to empower leadership and sales team with actionable insight. Yes, we know all of that, but what are the key objectives? Because that's where your work starts as an analyst. Now, the main things, okay, the objective of the things you have to do are these. Number one, you need to monitor core performance metrics in real time. Core performance metrics in real time. These are the same thing that we call KPI, that is key performance indicators. You need to track them. So what are the basic key performance indicators in a business setting for such a company? We're talking about their sales, their profit, talking about the quantity sold, and basically those things. And as well, you could even go as far as also identifying the numbers of customers that bought from them, right? Okay. Now let's go to the next task. Says you need to visualize revenue distribution by state. They want to know how much they're making per state. Also, they also want to analyze the sales trend on a monthly basis and on a daily basis. They want to know, when exactly are we making majority of our sales? Which month are we making the highest sales? Because we know we have Black Friday sales. Do we sell more during Black Fridays? Do we sell more during Thanksgiving? Do we sell more during Christmas period or during festivity period? Or do we sell during summer? Do we sell more during winter? Do we sell more during autumn? They want to understand all of that. Now, then lastly, sorry, 2 more points to go. They want you as the analyst to be able to break down revenue by product category. They want to understand which product is selling more. They also want to use to evaluate performance across their shipping mode, because they want to understand, can the mode of shipping affect buying behavior? If we are able to give a first-class shipping service, would they buy more? If it's second class, because of the expense for that shipping, would it affect the buying behavior? These are the things they want to understand. So we're going to dive in soon to build the exact dashboard you're seeing on your screen. So these are what I've been able to identify: the total sales, the profit, the quantity sold, sales by month, sales by the day, by profit, by product, by shipping mode, and also by state. Then we have some filters where you can filter by the year, based on the year and the month. All right. Now let's delve into Power BI. If you have your Power BI ready, can we go together? So at this point, I believe your data sets will be shared on the meeting now, so we can all go together. Yeah, thank you, Jimo Koyemi Sunday from Lagos. Thank you for joining. Now it's time for us to delve into analysis. So don't worry, just check your message where we have the chart. The link to the data sets would be sent almost immediately. So what I'm going to do now is to load my Power BI. So this is what your Power BI interface should look like. This is what it should look like. But for instance, okay, let's assume you're loading it afresh. It might show you something like this before taking you all the way there. This might be what you'll be saying. So in case you open your Power BI and you have something like this, do not panic. Just come to where we have blank report and click on blank report. Then it's going to load another page, which is going to be something like this. All right. Okay, because I clicked on blank report, it's trying to load a fresh page. So that's fine. Let's just wait. Okay, finally, Power BI is ready for me. Okay. Okay, all right. So as soon as you get to this point, the next thing you need to do is to load your data. You need to load your data. Now, this is not a class for me to walk you through the interface and what it does or what it doesn't do, right? But you can get that from our full course. So I'm just going to show you a little bit of what this does. So this panel is where we do the filters. This is where we do your visualization, different visualization from the donut to the stacked column chart to your map and all of that. This is where you get all of that. Now, the data field is where you get your data. So this is where your connected data is going to show here. All right, so let's just move on now. So I'm going to show you how that works. So to load your data, because I'm using a data set that has already been cleaned in Excel format, I'm going to import my data from Excel. But for instance, I cleaned my data set through SQL. I would import it from SQL. But for instance, you're doing it from any other data source, you can also import it from any other data source. You could come here and open your data and pick the particular what's it called now, source where you're getting your data from. Even if you come here to say get data, from this click on get data, it will show you different sources. Just hold on a bit. I don't know why my Power BI is becoming slow now. Okay, all right. So these are the various formats you can get your data from: Excel, CSV, even from PDF format, different formats and all that. You can import your data from here. But for this purpose, I'm using Excel worksheet. So I'm just going to click on connect while I wait for you to take me to where my materials are. Okay, yeah, this is it. So the name of the file is Aptitude Power BI Practice. As soon as you load it, Power BI would first load your Power Query, because it wants you to check if your data source is okay. If you need to edit or make some changes, it's going to ask you all of those things. So now I've connected my data. So because it's just one document that I have in my data, I don't know why it's showing me sheet 1 and table 2. It's the same thing that is inside. Either you pick sheet 1 or you pick table 2, it's still the same data. So since I have my data, the next thing you want to do is to transform your data. You want to transform your data. What do I mean by transforming your data? This is where you want to check for errors. Are there errors while trying to load? Is your data in the right format? This is where you need to quickly check before you finally load. There's a statement that is called ETF. Okay, now I'll just leave that since our data is ready. Now, one thing that is common for you to check here is the format in which your data set is imputed. Notice what we have on this rule are numbers. Come to this header, you see 1, 2, 3, which means it also is still in numbers. That's correct. This is a combination of letter and number, so this part must be ABC for text. Since this is a date, this part must be also in the date format. Hence, when you're trying to visualize and all of that, you'll be getting errors. Shipping mode is in letters, so ABC. Customer names, ABC. You need to check everything, segment, text, country, text. Now, there's a problem with this. Because my country normally should not necessarily just be a text. It should be in region. Sorry, I'm waiting for you to answer me for what I've done. I don't know why my system is quite slow today. Okay, but notwithstanding, even if I leave the country as text, since I'm not using it, because I'm not going to necessarily use country tab, what I'm going to use is, let me just cancel. So what I'm going to use actually is state. So I don't really need to disturb myself on that. So no problem. Let's just check our category, ABC. Yeah. Okay, yes. For these numbers that have decimal points, okay, let's come to the 1.2. This is decimal because we have decimals. If I take it to all numbers, it will remove the decimals. Yeah, then click on replace current. It has removed it, but since I want it to be in decimal, I'll just come back here and leave it as decimal. So these are some of the things you need to take note of. Now, for instance, you made a change and you made that change by mistake. Easiest way to deal with that is this. You could use Ctrl Z or you come here. Any change you make will show here on apply steps. So the latest change that I made is this one, change type. So if I cancel it, it removes the latest thing I just did. It has just undone whatever I've done. So now that I'm done checking what I need to check, I've actually cleaned the data well, so I don't really have issues. So all I need to come here is just to come to where we have close and apply. Just click on close and apply, and Power BI will then load your data for you. So let's just hold on a bit while Power BI is trying to do that. So in case something is not clear to you, please feel free to raise your hand and or drop maybe your question in the message, the chat box so that we'll be able to attend to it, right? Okay, so we have about 3,184 rows. That's a bit of a good data set though. All right, now that the loading is complete, what do I need to do? Simple, I need to navigate my mouse, move my mouse all the way to where I have data. Remember I said your data set will show here, but it's looking as if it's not there. Actually, it is there. So come down to where we have sheet 1, click on this. Now you have all your columns are here now, category, city, everything is here, has been loaded. All right. Now, so what do we need to do next? Let's start building our visualization. Now, based on our objective, so let's quickly go back and see what we've been told to do. Because you need to work based on your objective, what you need to do. So they told us to monitor core performance metrics. So we need to do our KPI, which is to track total sales, profit, and quantity sold. That's the first thing we need to do, right? Okay, so now going back to Power BI, yeah, this is this. So the first thing we need to do will now be our sales, profit, and quantity. So to do that, I'm going to come here and pick a card. This is a card. One that has 1, 2, 3 is a card. I'll pick a card. That's my card, right? Then I'll click on sales. Let's allow it to give me the value. So this has already showed me my sales based on what I just did, and I could start doing whatever I want to do, right? So just a minute, let me be sure I'm using the same data set. Sorry. Just come back here and see my sales. Okay, no problem. Let's be sure we're all using the same data set. All right. So I could start like that and start building what I want to build. But for us to go in a very smart way, let's give our dashboard a title. So to give it a title, the first thing we need to do is to locate where we have a text box, So our text box is over here. So click on your text box. Then we have our text box. Then type in what you want to type. So what's the name of the company we're working with? It's called Evolve Technologies Incorporated. Then what are we building? A revenue dashboard. All right. So I'm going to highlight everything, increase the font to maybe 24. I'll make it bold. Then I'll expand it a bit. Is this big enough or should I make it 28? It's your choice. So fine, I've increased it to, okay, let me increase it to 28 instead. So that means I need to drag a little bit more. Okay. So now we have the title, but that's not all. I need to at least make it nice. So drag this all the way back here. Yes. Now our title is there. I'm still going to do all the formatting later. We'll do all of that later. So the next thing that I would love to do after that is to use our slicer so that it makes it easy for us to work later. So to get our slicer, let's come here and look for which one exactly is slicer. Our slicer is over here. So I'll click on the slicer. I have the first slicer. So what exactly do I want to use to filter my data? Because the slicer is actually used to filter your data set. That is to filter your visualization. You could click on something and it works on every other thing. So that's basically what your slicer does. Now, the things that I want to do is to work on the dates. Okay, it's obvious I'm working with the wrong data sets. My apologies. Let me load the other data set. Let me be sure that that's the other data sets. And then I load them. There are actually two, so just permit me to reload the data sets. All right, it's locked already. Use the other door. Okay, this is the right one, CSV. My apologies for this. Since I'm not editing, let me just load. Okay, yeah, this is the right one. Yes, this is the right data set. My apologies for loading the wrong one. I'm so sorry. This is the one I already cleaned. Okay. So let's start again with our date. So let me just open this up. Okay. So sorry, our title, please. So let's go back to the title. So our title, like I said, is Evolve Technologies Incorporated Revenue Dashboard. Highlight everything, take it to 28, make it bold, and then we drag it out. We'll make it look good. Okay, we're good. Then the next thing I said I wanted to do was to add a slicer. So I'm going to come to where we have slicer here, click on the slicer. So the first thing I want to filter by is my date. So clicking on this arrow, it brings me my date hierarchy. I want to open up my date hierarchy. I want this to be filtered by month. Okay, all right. So let me hold on for it to do all the rolling. Okay, yes. Now I have my months. So I'm going to move this here. I want the month to be somewhere here. Let me drag this down a bit. So I want my month to be somewhere here. I'll do the formatting later. Just hold on. Let's just bring out all the values we need and we'll format it later. So that's the first. I don't want you to tick back anything. All right. So the next thing I also want to do is the year. I also want to add a slicer to the year. So sometimes to make your work easier, instead of going back and adding another slicer, just click on this slicer, put Ctrl C, copy, then paste, Ctrl V, you paste another one. So we have a second one. So once I click on this one, all I need to do is simple. I just go back to what I want to pick, click on this, then I'll go and pick another thing. So I said I want to work by year, right? So I will uncheck the month and click on year. So that immediately changes my work to this. So but for this one, I don't want it to be a drop down filter. Rather, I want it to be in tile. So what do? I click on this, just one click to select, come where we have visualization, go to format your visuals, click on format your visuals, go to slicer settings, where we have option for style, pick what we have tile. That's exactly what I want. Then I'll drag it out a bit. No, this is not what I want you to be. I want it to be in a straight line and it's not giving me that. Okay. So we have that part. Now that we've done our slicer, that is ready, let's now go into our KPI. We want to know our total sales, profit, and quantity of things, of items sold. So to do that, go to your card, the one that has 1, 2, 3, click on card. The card is out. So what do I need to put there? It's simple. I need to put my sales. So this time around is going to now make it sum of sales, like it's total sales. Now the total sales we have here is about 73 million. So let me just drag this up here. The beauty of Power BI is that it makes your work easy because you can just do drag and drop, and all of that. Now we've done for sales, we need to do for profit. So to do for profits as well, let's use the easy method. Click on this, do copy and paste. Do another copy and paste because we need 3, right? Remember. So I'll click on this, then uncheck my sales and go straight to profit. Now I have my profit, easy peasy. Then the other sales, I'll click on that, uncheck sales and pick quantity. That's easy peasy. Now we know the quantity that was sold. Now I just need to do a little bit of arrangement. Still going to do the final arrangement later. Let's just keep putting them there. Okay. Okay. Now that we've identified the KPIs, what's the next thing? What do they ask us to do next? I hope it's straightforward. If it's straightforward, just please put a thumbs up so that I know that it's straightforward for you. So the next thing I want to do now, okay, thank you, Frank. The next thing I want to do is they said visualize revenue distribution by state. Visualize it by state. So we want to do that of the states. Normally, I would have loved to do this last, but let's just do that. Visualize by state. So what do we need to do? We need to bring out that of the map. Whenever you're working with location, state, city, you should use a map, right? So click on field map. As soon as you click on it, it comes out. So what are the parameters we need in our field map? It's simple. The states and sales. Since it's going to be sales by state, so I'll come back to this data panel, scroll down and select my state. It's giving me this problem again. Sorry, let me just log out. It's telling me I don't have access, so I will need to refresh my PowerBI. So let me log out and do these settings again. So, okay, in case yours is also doing something similar and it doesn't want to show you the map, it's not a problem. Sign out, then come where we have our file, go to options and settings, go to options. It's going to load another panel. PowerBI is quite heavy, so if your system is not so fast, it will slow it down. So now that we are here, the next thing we need to go to is where we have, where is it? Privacy, security, yeah. It's under security. Yeah, security, then you scroll to where, I've selected it already. Where we have map and field map feature, make sure it's checked, then press OK. All right. Now I'm going to have to remove this and do it again and see. Since I've signed out now, we should be able to work. I hope I don't have to leave PowerBI and come back to do it. So let's quickly select the state again. Oh, finally. All right, so that's it. So we selected the state. So then we now need to select our sales. Since what we're working with is sales by state. So for me, I'm going to move my sales away from here. But for some of you, because my system is not the very big system, that's why it's shrinking everything here. For some of you, yours might actually show bubbles. If you have the bubble option, you can put your sales on bubble so that you know which state is you know the particular state that has these numbers of sales based on that bubble. So for me, all I want to do is to just move. I want to move this so-called sum of sales all the way up to where I have not just yet to where I have the legend. Now I'm going to switch off my legend with time, but don't worry. And then move it here. Okay, finally. So I had to do it manually that way. So I can enlarge this a bit. Yes, so that you can see clearly. I'm still going to format this, don't worry. So let's just do everything first, then we're going to then do our formatting later. Now we've done sales by state. Let's do the next thing should be sales by product. Sales by product. So to do sales by product, we still bring out a card. Okay, no, I don't need a card for that, sorry. I don't need a card. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use what is called a clustered bar chart. Clustered bar chart for my sales by product category. So I'll click on that. It's here. You can see that it's out already. Then I'll go to where I have my sales. Then I'll go to subcategory. So then I'll drag it out a bit so that you can see every other product there. Now that you've seen everything, I can leave this out here, right? Go and do the next one. So normally I'm also supposed to do, let's go back to our instruction. Okay, we've done sales by states. Okay, we've jumped already. We've done by product category, no problem. So since we've jumped, let's quickly finish this part. Let's also evaluate performance across shipping mode. So let's do sales by shipping mode. So by shipping mode, I would like us to use a donut chart. So click on your donut chart. Then come and click on your sales. Then click on your shipping mode. Now we have that for shipping mode. Don't worry, just keep bringing everything out. We're going to arrange it later, right? Okay. One more thing. What else do we need to do again? Yes, analyze sales by months, monthly trend and by daily trend. So let's go back here. So by monthly trend, we are talking about a line, like a line chart sort of. So I'm going to use this one. I'm going to use the area. Yes, let me use area chart. Let me use area chart. Okay. So I'll use area chart for my day. That is sales by day. Sales by day, area chart, so that it can show me the trend. So I'll click on my sales as usual. I'll click on sales, then come here where we have the data hierarchy and click on day. Can you see that? Straightforward, right? Okay, so what else do we need to do? State by, I said state, sales by month, sales by month. So for sales by month, since I've used this one for sales by day, I will use something else for sales by month. So let me use a stacked column chart for sales by month. Okay, all right, so we have it here. So I could start by saying, clicking on the month itself, then I come to sales, all right? Okay, so I guess by now I have everything I need, right? I think so. So let's check our picture and be sure that we have everything. Yes, I think we have everything now. Okay, all right. Now it's time to format. Now, the reason why I said let's bring everything out is so that it's easy for you to, okay, at least so that you don't forget maybe a particular thing that you need to do and all that. So let me move this a bit. Oh, okay, no need. We'll just keep moving through, opening and closing, so that we can arrange this very well. Now, for this one, what was used here for the sample we are trying to follow is a drop down. So let's also format our own to also look similar to that. But mind you, you are free to experiment with it. It's your dashboard. You can decide to use the design you like. But since it's a drop down, I'll show you how to do that. So I'm going to click on this. Once I click once, I go to my visualization panel. I go to where we have format your visuals. I go to slicer setting, then the style, then I'll change it to drop down. I haven't done that. I can now drag this all the way up. Then drag a little bit more. Then let's put this in the right position. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let me make everything be on the same line. Yeah. Okay. So PowerBI also helps you to align as you're moving your what's it called, your visualization. It shows you the line so that everything is arranged properly. Okay, now that we're done with that, the next thing we need to arrange is all of these ones. So let me move this bit here. Okay. Okay, come here, click on this and drag this a bit aside. Yes. Click on this and I drag it to where I want it to be. Okay, I think it's okay there. So I can move this up a bit. Yes. Okay. Now, how did they arrange the one we have? So let's see. So, okay, so the country is towards the right-hand side, while sales by month is on the left. Okay. Right. So let's move this to the right position. Uh-oh. Click here, then I drag to where it's meant to be. Okay, that's a good position. Then the next one that should follow, I'm going to drag this down a bit, then bring the one that's supposed to be there here. And I can then put it in the right space, increase it. Now, okay, there's something I noticed I did not have to this. I just saw that from here, it has it normal blue and a ticker blue, right? Which means we have both sales and profit. So, well, here now, the only thing we have here, once you click on this visualization and come here, you see what has been ticked. So sales was checked, month was also checked, but one thing was not checked, which was profit. So let's go back and add profit to that. As soon as I had profit, you see that it has changed. The format has changed almost immediately, and that's a good one. Okay. Now, just going to drag this to the side a little bit more. Okay, all right. So we have our day. Okay, all right. So our do not chart is in the right position. We just need to enlarge it a bit more. So let's move our sales by month. Let's bring it back to where it's meant to be. So move this a bit to the side. Then I'll move these to join. Okay. I'll drag this a little bit outside so I have more space for my states. Let this a bit to the side. Okay. All right, so at this point, is it making sense to this point? So I guess we've been able to arrange it similar to the way the first one looks. So let's check, right? So now let's now start our formatting. Let's start doing our editing properly. So the first thing we want to do is to give this a title now. So to give this a title, I'm going to click on this. You know, we already have sum of sales. So once I click on this and we need to format this, just come to where we have visualization, click on where we have format your visuals. Now, this is where the work is done. What is showing as sum of sales is what we call category label, which I'm going to turn off. I don't want a category label. Instead, what I want is a title. So to add a title, I go to, now remember what is there. It's called sum of sales, right? So I'm going to click on general and then turn on title. Once I turn on title, I can click on this and I can add my title. So I'm going to call it total sales. So now that I've called it total sales, one thing I want to do is to increase the font to 16, make it bold. Now, what is our font color? Let's go back to our slide. What's our font color? Our font color is #09, this is blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to just copy this. Okay, this is a presentation page. I should be able to copy. Oh my God, I can't copy, all right? Okay. So what I'm going to do is, I think I know the color anyways. So let's go back. So go to where we have our text color. I think, yes, this is it. So that's our font color. This very one here, this very one is our font color. So I pick that color. The next thing I want to do is to centralize it and scroll a little bit down. You see where we have the alignment. I'll pick the middle one. So that's in the middle. Then what else? It's bold already. It's 16. That's all I need for that. I think I'm done with that. So instead of closing this panel and then clicking on another one, opening it again, it's a long process. Let's just use the same panel. All I'm going to do is to go to the next one, click on it. The panel is still open. Turn on the title, click on the title and add your title. So this is what total profit. Then I'm going to scroll down a bit, increase the font to 16, make it bold, change the font color, check it here already since we've used it. All right, then the next thing is to do our alignment, right? That's simple. So what else do we need to switch off at this point? Who can remind me, what do we need to switch off at this point? Category label. So switch off the category label. All right. Let's go to the next one. Click on the sum of quantity. Switch off the category label. Go to general. Switch on your title. Then what do we call this? Total quantity sold. Quantity sold. All right. Sorry. Next thing is to increase the font size to 16. Make it bold. Change the text color to what it should be. Then put the alignment in central alignment. Make sense? Okay. Now, because we are doing all of this to the heading, let's do the same thing to even the text itself. So in order to edit this 17K that we have, all we need to do is quite simple. Close the title. I'm going to go to properties. Sorry, I go to visuals, go to my callout values. Sorry, it's the callout values. Go to visuals, go to callout values. Then should we make it bold? Maybe, yes, let's make it bold. 45 is okay. Change the color to the same color we are using at the moment. So that's all we need to do for that. So let's just quickly go here and do the same. Click on this, change the color as well. So what it should be, click on this as well, change the color. I hope it's straightforward. Okay. All right, now let's now go to our sales by, this is sum of sales and sum of profit by month. We need to change the title as well. The same thing we did. Clicking on this, coming to visualization, click on format panel. Now I'm going to scroll a little bit up. Yes, all the way up. I'll go to general first. Let me just do what I want to do at first. Now under the visuals, there's what we call X and Y axis. I want to turn them off. I don't want this month under here to show. I don't want some of sales on this side to show. So once I go to my X axis, you see that we have something called values, right? If I turn that off, it's going to turn off the value of all of this month, but that's not really what I'm looking for. What I'm looking for rather is the title. So come to the title and switch it off. So the month is gone. So we are done with the X axis, right? Let's look for the Y-axis. What do we need to turn off? Can somebody drop it in the message tab? What do we need to turn off here? Okay. What we need to turn off is the title. So I'm going to turn off the title. That is gone. It's making it look better now, right? Okay. So normally, if you turn off the legend, is to take that away. But we want the legend to be there, since we are going to change the title so that they understand which one is sum of sales and which one is sum of profit. Even if you want to edit the text for your sum of sales, if you want to edit it, you can also still edit it as well. You can put your text here and do it, but that's not what I want to do. So we are done with the X and Y axis. Then I can now go to my general. I think all of this is okay. The only thing I want to now change here is my title. Go to under general, I scrolled all the way down to where I have title. So I'm going to edit the title. Instead of having sum of sales and some of this, I want to call it sales. Let's call it sales and profit by month. Sales and profit by month. All right, that's done. Let's come to our map. Do the same thing. Go to the title. Instead of just states, we'll call it sales by states. We're done with that. We don't have much to do there. Okay, let's go to this one that says sum of sales by day. Let's change the title to sales by day. Please don't mind me. Sometimes you get forgetful. I forgot already to be changing the title color. My apologies. So it happens. So let me just come here, increase the font size. So normal 16 we've been using, change the text color to the color we've been using, and that solves it. Then I could put this in the middle as well, so that we have this in the middle. But I think I'll prefer it on the side. I'll prefer it on the side, right? Yes, I'll prefer it on the side. Maybe show that the same color. Yes, it is. Yeah, it is. All right. Yes, I'll make it bold as well. Yeah, because it needs to be bold. Going back to our sales by month, so let's also change our heading bold, then the color. Okay, that's done. For that of the states as well, make it bold, change the color to this. Okay. Now let's click on our sales by subcategory. This is going to be changed to sales by product. Sales by product. Make the title bold, change the font to 16, change the text color to what we have, and we're good. But that's not all we need to do. We want to change the title, right? Rather than sum of sales, we want to change it to sales by product. So remove the subcategory and type in product. Okay, that's done. So let's click on the next one. Let's change the title first. So it's going to be sales by shipping mode. Then we'll make it bold. We change the font to 16. So that's uniform. Then we'll change the color as well to the color that we need. All right. Because I just noticed that part is hiding. So let me adjust it so it doesn't hide. So the same thing I did for this one, when I switched off the other titles for the x-axis and y-axis, I'm going to do the same thing for this. Now, the reason I'm doing that is so that my work is neat, it's clean, it's not clustered. That's the reason, right? So let's do this. Let's now do that for sales by day. So we go to our visualization panel, click on Format Your Visuals, go to the x-axis. What we want to turn off here is the title, right? It's off. Go to the y-axis, scroll down, locate where we have title, and what? Turn it off. Okay, do the same thing for sales by product. For sales by product as well, let's go all the way back up so you see clearly. Our y-axis, open the y-axis panel, scroll down to title, switch it off. I don't want. Then scroll all the way to the x-axis, open it up, scroll all the way down, turn it off. We're done. So for that of sales by shipping, we don't need to turn anything off. I think it's okay that way. We are good with that, so we don't need to turn that off. Now, the next thing I want to do here is to quickly adjust this a bit because I need more space for this map to show clearly. So let me just move this up a bit. Okay. So if I'm moving one up, I need to move every other thing on that line up so that everything aligns. So we made this bold, we forgot to make this bold. Just imagine me, right? So let's quickly make this bold. Click on this, go to your call out value, right? Make it bold. Simple. Click on this, go to your call out value, make it bold. So that's just how to do it. It's that simple. PowerBI is not difficult at all. It's straightforward. It's just drag and drop, and you're good to go. So now that we've done all of these things at this point, let's now make it look very beautiful. Okay, so to make it beautiful, we need to change our background color. So to change the background color, the first thing we want to do is you move your mouse to anywhere that is not touching any charts. Do not touch any chart. So I could come here towards this outside part and click. So now that I click, what do I need to do to change the background color? I'll come to this same visualization where we have Format Your Report page. Click on Format Report page, where we have Canva background, open it up. Now you can see color. So for your background, you can do two things. You can either use a color or you can use an image for the background. You can import an image for the background. But for this case, I'm not going to import any image. I just want to use a color. So let me change the background color. I open this up. So let me be sure of the color that I used here. Background color is, okay, the one that ended with, oh, okay, same thing as the text, as a font color. That's fine. So I'm just going to select this. Notice I've selected a background color, but it's not showing. You're wondering what's happening. Do not panic. Nothing is happening. All you need to do is come to your transparency and turn it to 0. See that? Now we have a background color. Now the background color is now showing us what we need to adjust, what is not properly aligned that we need to adjust. So this makes our work a bit easier. Now let's quickly adjust those things that needed to be adjusted now. So for our total sale, click on it and quickly adjust this. Yes, adjusted. Go to total sales. Click on this, adjust it. Nice. Come here and let's adjust the year. I'll move this a bit to, yes, that's that. Then for the title as well, I want to adjust this and bring it down a bit. Yes, that's good. Now for our filter for the month, I go then I adjust it a little bit more. Yes, can you see that now? They're all aligned on the same page. So this one is not fully aligned. I might need to, let me see what I can do. So Let me just increase this to the side a little bit more. Yes. So this as well needs to align with the one on the top. Okay, fully aligned. This needs to align with the one on the top, to the side. I move it up. Yes, I can move it up a bit as well since I have a little bit more space. Okay, so that gives me enough room for this one as well. Okay, all right. So this, I can move this to the side as well. Okay, I need space here. Yes, I need this to, let me reduce this a bit. Let's reduce this a bit. Yes. Let's now bring this out so that they both align. Can we see the way that background has enabled us to be able to adjust this thing in a way that actually makes more sense and looks more beautiful? Okay, now we are fully aligned. Now the next thing to do now is to format each of these charts and give it its own color. So let's check the color that we use for the chart. So what we use is E67F, and we change transparency to 15%. Please note this when you're doing yours. So let's go back to Power BI. Click on, okay, yes, we forgot to change the color for this as well. So let me change the font color for the text. To change the font color for the text, double click on your text. Then this first A where we have font color, open the drop down button, then click the color that we've been using, which is 094780. Click on that, the color has changed. To confirm, click elsewhere, you see the color has changed. Now the next thing we want to do is to change the background. Click anywhere there, you've selected that. Now go to where we have sorry, let me click elsewhere first. It's easier for us to go back there. So let's click on this. Once I click just once, the panel is here already. Where I need to go is effects. Go to click on effects, it opens, now you have your background color. So let's now pick a color that aligns with that number. Permit me to quickly check again, I've forgotten the number already. So the number is chart color, okay? Chart color is E6FOFA. So join me to look for the one that is E6FOFA. You know what, let's just go here and say, click on more. Here, come and type everything, the color here. So you could copy and paste it here. But since I was unable to copy, I'll just come here and just type it in. E6FOFA. Wow, it's not changing. E6. Okay, you know what? Sorry, just permit me to copy directly from the slide. Okay, that's copied. Back here, come in here, and paste. All right. That means I didn't write it very well initially. Okay, we can see that that background has changed already. So let's do the same thing for the second one. Just click on the second one, go to your general, go to your effects, go to the background, go to more colors, then paste it there, enter, the background has changed. Go to the month, just click on the month without necessarily closing this. It helps you to be fast. Just click on that, go to your background, more colors, then you paste, we're good. Just do the same thing for everything. So that's the thing we are going to do for everything. And we are almost good to go, we're almost done. More colors, paste, good. PowerBI is really interesting and straightforward. Just repeat same process for everything. Click on this as well. more colors, paste, we're done. And this, click on that, change the color background, more color, paste, you've moved on. Go to sales by product, click on sales by product, go to color, more colors, paste, we've moved. Click on this, sales by shipping mode, go to color, more color, and paste. Then we're done. Now let's test out some of the slicers that we did initially. So if I come here now to click on 2015, is anything going to change? Let's find out. Did you notice the change? So what if I say I want to filter by 2016? I click on 2016. Did you notice the changes as well? It's changing. 2017, the data are changing, right? It's interactive. That's because we added a slicer. Now, there's one thing we need to know. Because we have months here already, because if I do by March, it's going to affect my profit. But okay, so there's no sale for March. So let's see for February. We have sales for February. Yeah, we have sales for February. It's only showing only February. So I don't want this interaction between my months and this sales by month. I want to cut off that interaction. So how do I do that? It's quite simple. So all I need to do is just to click on sales and profit by month. Then go to where we have format. Click on format. Then move your mouse all the way to where we have edit interactions. Edit interaction. Then the one we want to stop is interaction between this and this other month. So come here where we have this sign. Just click on this, then the interaction is gone. That's the only one I want to stop interaction for. So all I need to do is then uncheck this, and we're back to base. So anything I edit here now is not going to have any effects there. Let me do the editing interaction again. Go to format, edit interaction, then stop the interaction. Okay. All right. I've done it both ways now, so we're good. Now let's confirm if that really worked. Click on February. Can you see that it's no longer affecting it? Even if you click on April, it's no longer affecting this one anymore. So that's the way you stop interaction from certain levels. All right. So let me go back to 2015. We have our data for 2015. Do you have any question at this point? If yes, please ask your questions. Do we have any question? Any question at this point? If there are no questions, that means I can proceed to the next phase of this webinar, right? Okay, all right. Since there are no questions, let me just quickly walk through the last part of this webinar, right? Stay with me quickly for our offers. So I'm going to really go fast, so I'll leave out some things. Now, there are actually pathways for you to get into tech, which is easy. So based on some of the analysis we did, we identified the in-demand career path and career paths that can actually earn you high income. We analyze data from Future of Job report. We analyze different job posting platforms, including Workopolis, Built-in, ZipRecruiter, and the like. So find out the jobs that are actually in demand. And we found out that these jobs are in demand and they are easy to transition into because of the ease of learning. So we selected them because it's easy for you to learn. It's easy for you to learn, and they will also earn you high income. Data analysis, business analysis, data science, data engineering. Now, these are examples of the kind of salary to expect from these roles, from 60K pounds to 65K pounds to 80,000 pounds. And for those that are looking for sponsorship, this job qualify for the RQF level 6 roles. Salary-wise, they qualify. Based on skill level-wise, they also qualify. So if you need sponsorship, this job would get you sponsorship. And that's why we are offering these courses. We are not just going to teach you those tools. We'll teach you the mindset, the theoretical framework, even how to use those tools to analyze data, to think like an analyst, and to do things as an analyst. We also prepare you for interview sessions. We have mentorship sessions. We have LinkedIn optimization sessions. Then we have strategy sessions where we teach you how to build a portfolio so that you can showcase your work to employers and recruiters so that they can reach out to you and get you those jobs. A portfolio is very important. You need a portfolio to showcase your skill set, your experience, and things you've done. We also have sessions where we help you position for employability by helping you review your CV and revamp it. Position your CV in a way that recruiters will be able to hire you and get you the job. We can assure you that if you train with us, you will get a job even before the end of your training program. We can assure you that. If it's a job you're looking for, high-paying job, enroll for our training program. We'll teach you how to do a job search properly, how to apply for those jobs, and the kind of statements you need to write, even from supporting statement to preparing for interview. All of these things are things we will do. Now, to cap it all, in the UK, for you to be able to get a job in the UK, you need references. You need references. You need quality reference, or in Nigeria, what is called recommendation letters. So we also issue that recommendation letter because we are recognized in the UK. We are recognized by HMRC, we are recognized by UK Register of Learning Providers, we are recognized by those bodies as well. So we are also recognized by the apprenticeship body as well to do trainings, to offer training courses. So we are recognized, our certificate is global. So any reference we give you is coming from a recognized UK employer. So that would get you the job. So these are all of the perks that comes with us. So how do you apply for jobs? You need to apply with precision, understand the job description, then tailor your CV to each of those applications. Don't just send one particular CV to 10 applications. That's why you've been getting, unfortunately, is. But to be able to get, what's the word? To be able to get that, we want you to come work for us, or maybe interview invites, you need to be precise with your application. You need to tailor your application for each job role in a very strategic manner. So tailor your CV for each job, tailor even your supporting statement for each of those jobs, then you send in high quality applications. So one of the strategies that you can use to jump on is what we call, you need to zero in on maybe 3 to 5 core requirements per role. Now, for those that are already training with us, we have a way by which we match your CV, the quality of your CV, how that you get a score for your CV, how is your CV matching with that job role? It tells you the score. It even tells you how to also maybe improve that your CV so you can get a better chance at being invited for interview. These are some of the things that will give you access to the resources and tools that we use to help our own students and the talent that we have with us to position them for global opportunities. All right, so these are another ways by which you could also do your job hunting strategies as well. You need to be particular about putting the keywords from those job postings into your CV, into your supporting statement. You open with a sentence that actually names the team or project that you are going to impact. You need to be that strategic in your application. All right. So when you're trying to also title your CV, please be professional about it. Don't just write some funny names, but use your last name, your first name, and the role. So it's clear to them, they know what you're sending in. It's so clear that they know this is what this is, right? Because you don't want to maybe present your CV and just by writing CV. So what's the name of the person that sent it? I guess we understand that. All right, so some of our success stories, we've been able to get people into jobs, not just any job, but high-paying roles. And these are examples of people who've been able to get into job. Now, just 31st, yeah, so just 31st, that should be yesterday or the day before yesterday. One of the people we also helped in terms of this talent suit did not only get a job, but also got a sponsored role, a £44,500 role that is sponsored, qualified for RQF level 6. So just 31st of July that COS dropped. So we are not just talking, we have our record. We have we have record to show for it, because we also prepare you for interviews. We are not just going to say, okay, apply for jobs, go and interview. No, we will prepare you for those interviews. Now, the programs that are available at this point for people to join in on are data analytics, business analytics, and data science. Apart from these other programs that are coming soon, product management and the likes, we have some short courses that you can easily take for. This one is definitely tailored towards professionals that are maybe already in a certain field, but you don't have the time to go for a 3-month or 4-month course, but you also want to learn those skills as fast as possible. We have the short courses as well. So one of our short courses is data-driven decision making for managers. Now, this one is tailored for people at C-level decision makers. Now, this is tailored for them. Founders, CEOs, business managers, this is the course for them. Now, what we're going to cover here would not just be about making decisions alone, but you know how to use your data, analyze data, and use data to drive insights. Now, we have this other short course called Building Business Cases and Prioritization Framework. This will help you to know how to build a business case, how to even gather requirements, how to get return on your investment, cost-benefit models, aligning your business goals with feature delivery in any system, maybe software development, lifecycle, or even in businesses that are policy-driven. These courses are something that you can take under 2 weeks. You're certified, you are groomed. It's a thorough course. All our courses are intensive. I mean, they are intensive, and you definitely get value for this. I'll show you. Now, to join our cohorts, it's quite simple. For Nigerians, for those in Nigeria, we have a special offer for those in Nigeria, whereby we reduce the fee payment so that you can pay in Naira and at the same time not something that would be quite affordable, So we have that plan for Nigerians that are interested. But for those already in the UK, this is the fee for those in the UK. But for those in Nigeria that might be interested in some of these courses, especially our data analysis, business analysis, and data science course, you can show your interest and we'll give you special discounts. You will not pay, I can assure you, you're not paying up to 250K. You're not paying up to that. And it's also flexible, very flexible, that you can pay over three months. With the first installment, you get into training, we get you your training resources, you get trained, we place you in the job if you qualify for that one. Because if you're able to do all the assignments, all the case studies, and you did it diligently, then we can match you to the job almost immediately without you needing to apply for job. Right? Even though we're going to support you now to apply for job, all right? So at this point, do we have any question, comments? Do you have question regarding the enrollment for the courses? Or you have something you need clarification on? I would like to take our comment at this point. Any question, any feedback? Okay, all right. Okay, so if there are no questions, no feedbacks, I think I would have to bring the class to a close then. So thank you for joining in today. Thank you for learning with us. The data set has been made available so you can practice on your own everything that's been taught today. All right? Okay, so take care. Oh, let's see this.